So my character defects, how I handle my defects in sobriety, that's actually kind of a necessity for me in my sobriety, because my character defects, they're the fuel for my addiction. They're the fuel for my alcoholism. When I'm down or when I'm not feeling right, that's when my disease is in the corner, saying, "Yeah, now I got her. Now she's mine." And I think that that's something that I have to really check. And I just happened to actually have a really rough day yesterday, and for absolutely no reason. I woke up in a shitty mood. I didn't want to pray. I pray every morning. I say the third step prayer. I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to go to my morning meeting, go to a morning meeting in the morning. Didn't want to do any of that. And I just was in a shitty mood. I didn't want to brush my teeth. I didn't want to drink my coffee. And I love my coffee. And I didn't want to do any of it. I just wanted to sit in my own shit yesterday. And I was just a walking character defect yesterday. I was like, everybody pissed me off. Everybody was annoying me. I was sad. The thoughts inside of my head about myself were very, very harsh and mean. And I'm normally not like that in sobriety. I just, I like where I'm at in my journey of sobriety. I like it. I'm proud of myself. I'm very proud of myself and what I've achieved. But yesterday, it could have been like I was on day 2 of doing this journey. And I don't know why. Like I said, no reason. And it's proof positive that I'm an addict and I'm an alcoholic, because I can have days where I am just beaten down for no reason. Just it's all from me. It's all caused by me. There's, a work, situation happened, and I took it from something that was this big, and I made it into this catastrophic event to where it was the end of the world, and I was a piece of shit, and I wasn't doing my job correctly, and and it was just, after, I could not get myself out of it. And, here I am having people, I didn't want to answer any of my friends' phone calls, people that needed me. I didn't care. And I'm a big believer in get out of yourself, help somebody else. Nothing chops my ego down more than helping somebody else, or if somebody's in pain. I didn't want any of that yesterday. I wanted to sit in my own shit. Because it was comfortable sitting there. It was warm. It was a warm pile of shit that I was so comfortable in. And that's scary for me, because I didn't pray. I didn't meditate. I didn't do anything. And I tried desperately. I said, come on, Holly, come on. I had a friend text me the other day, and she was saying something I had done, and she said, you're a really good person. And I started to think about that. Okay, Holly, think about that. You are a good person. You're doing good things. Nothing stuck. Nothing made me have that. Nothing. It was a character defect day. And the only thing that happened was towards the end of the day, because for me being an alcoholic, I don't change unless it's desperate, unless I'm full of desperation, unless I'm in the, the real thick of it. And I got to the point after being all day like that, nothing working, nothing helping me. The last thing I did before I went to bed is I said, God, how about you just let me do your work? That's what I said. I said, how about you just let me do your work. I just want to do your work. And I don't know what that meant, and I don't know where it came from. I just said it out loud, and I kind of just threw my hands up. I was like, I give up. I don't want to fight anymore today. I don't want to be down on myself anymore today. I just want to go to bed. And so I prayed and I went to bed. And damn it if I didn't wake up this morning and the weight was a little bit less heavy. It was a little bit, the relief was there a little bit. And it's time after time that I find in my character defect journey, because I've got many of them, that sometimes because I'm a big believer, and I say this to a lot of my fellows, give yourself grace. I think in this journey, I have to give myself a lot of grace, because I'm very quick to be down on myself. I'm very quick to judge myself. I'm very quick to compare myself to other people, and I think that yesterday I did not give myself one inkling of any kind of grace, and I think that for some reason the veil was lifted this morning. I woke up and I was like, no, let's just be a little bit easier today on yourself. And I was able to do that today. And there was no reason, there was no rhyme or reason behind it. It was just something that, maybe the praying worked. I'm hoping it did, because something changed when I woke up this morning where I didn't feel so bad about myself anymore. And I'm a pretty happy-go-lucky person. I'm somebody that likes to dance in my kitchen, and I like to play music, and I like to act goofy, and I like to do all of these things. But when I'm down on myself, I'm down on myself. And that's a scary place to be, because when I would have those situations, while I was using and drinking, all I had to do was take a shot or a line of Coke, and then boom, all of my defects turned into, attributes. Then all of a sudden I'm, the queen of the world. And I don't have that luxury anymore. I have to, when I sense a character defect, or when I have to deal with it, and I have to recognize it, and I have to acknowledge it. And then I have to think of, okay, well, what is the contrary action? What is something that I can do opposite of what I want to do? I mean, this morning, I could kind of feel the residual of yesterday, and I was like, no, let me do this. Let me try this. I want to stay in bed. No, Holly, get up, go, and just little things like that, because my disease isn't going to get me when something really bad happens. It's gonna be when I've run out of creamer in the morning. It's gonna be when my coffee tastes a little too strong. That's when my disease is going to kick me in the ass. And it's also going to kick me in the ass when it's telling me I'm a piece of shit on days when, I'm feeling weak. So yesterday was a perfect example of a character defect day. But I don't know. I made it through today, and being of service to my people that need me, and just being present really got me out of it. So I don't know. That's kind of it. I kind of went on a tangent. But I had a shitty day yesterday, and I wanted to tell you all about it.